So apparently, just restarting your computer fixes any problems ever, including
I
my
find.
failed marriage. Oh,
Well,
what just happened to the cameras?
I don't know.
Ah, you changed your name and it shifted the positions. You fool! You've killed us all.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that would
That's
happen.
fucking
You don't have
I
to.
was
You don't have
making
to.
a.
You don't have to fix it. It's fine.
Okay, I'm not.
Good. All
I,
right. All right. So
I missed the reason why Ghost Dog Felis.
he
because I
said he,
chose to
he
do
said
the
he
ghost
wanted to
dog.
be Ghost Dog on the away screen.
Yeah,
So he's officially Ghost Dog now.
yeah. I
Um,
also I'm not War Master anymore.
I mean, you could be if you were brave enough.
I mean, I don't run the game anymore. Now I'm just Ghost Dog. I'm so sorry. I'm like,
Ghost
oh,
Dog
fun.
Cat.
This would be a fun joke.
This would be
Yeah, I'm a Ghost Dog Cat.
a clever joke if it weren't for the fact that we're all dead.
It's so fucking funny. Oh.
All right, first episode outtakes.
Mm-hmm.
Fool, you've killed us all. I mean, I
Well.
guess it means Shay's the GM now. I hope you learned how to run Starfinder.
Yeah, you know how to run a Starfinder? I mean, I only half know how to run Starfinder.
Her silence means yes.
Oh, are you talking to me? Sorry, my
Yeah, we
attention's
were
divided.
talking to you.
What's the question?
She's already moving her assets into place.
Yeah, she's already done with the game.
Apparently, my camera, your position shifted to the GM, so now you're running the game. Have fun.
Oh, I can't see that. Only Ring can see that.
I will send you my notes.
I mean, technically we're live now, so you could see it.
Wait, what?
Oh.
I told you we were going live
I
to
thought
make sure it
I
worked.
thought it failed.
No, I was happy that
Oh.
it worked. My horror and dismay was you fucking up the cameras.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah. So there we go. Hello.
Every time, this is just
Hey,
me.
it's the Witchlight characters.
We're not playing D&D, hun. It's not the Witchlight characters.
But
Oh
that's
no,
who
they
I
are on the
see.
side.
No,
Yep.
you're looking at the wrong thing. It's not who you see.
In the D&D Beyond thing.
Yes, I know. We're not playing D&D, so that's not. Don't look at that. It's not right. You don't need to remind us that it's there every single time. All right.
Let's just
so
look at this. Okay, yeah, I see what's going on.
what's that?
Oh man, did you know the Witchlight characters pop up on D&D Beyond?
I shoot shots. I airlock him. I just airlock him into space.
You are in the same.
Yay.
You two are in the same space, but fucking, he's wearing a spacesuit. He's fine.
Is he though?
Yeah, your armor is a spacesuit.
Well, all right.
All armor lets you breathe in space for a limited time.
Guys, we have
Also,
to stop.
all
We have to
rats-
stop streaming. Somebody's streaming Mystery Science Theater 3000, the classic episodes.
Yep,
All right,
that's
everyone,
fair.
we're gonna head on there, abandon us,
Yeah.
jump ship like
Jump
rats
ship.
from the Titanic.
Real talk though.
Specifically,
the,
rat doctors.
the remake of it, or the reboot, whatever you want to call it, was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
Yeah. Felicia Day does a very good job in an incredible singing voice.
I did know that.
You did know that. It's true.
Did you fix my fuck up?
Did I fix your fuck up?
I don't know.
How do I?
Looks
How,
like
how
it.
does anyone fix your fuck up, Felix? Felix.
Felix?
The cat.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm Ghost Dog now.
Felix, the ghost dog.
Felix the Ghost Dog.
How do I turn off the D&D Beyond if we're not playing D&D Beyond?
Oh no.
I just want it off so that Shay will stop reminding me that it's there.
You know what? I don't know. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to start? Or
We
do
are,
you-
yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check before
Yeah.
you.
Hi everyone. This is our first official, totally professionally run episode of Starfinder.
Yeah.
I am going to hand it over to our Ghost Dog War Master, Felis.
Hi, everyone. I would just like to say that it is tradition for the first episode of any game I've ever played to be a little weird.
It's every game. Just colossal fuck ups all around.
Oh, for sure. I can only speak from personal experience. Um, anyway, so yeah, welcome to Into the Void. This is a homebrew campaign that I have been wanting to run for coming up on 2 years. So I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. I've actually been on camera in a couple months. About probably a month and a half now. But we should probably begin. If there's nothing else from sort of Rin's side. Um,
No,
do
not
we
really.
do we have music? I don't think we figured out.
Oh.
You know what, we'll worry about that later.
Last time you had music, so I didn't bother finding something, but I could find
That's fair.
something.
Yeah, it's kind of something. I forgot to do that.
No, I'll find
Professionals.
something. Yeah, I'll find something. Give
Oh.
me some time.
Sure. Yeah. Well, our wonderful player slash tech finds us music. We will, I guess, open the scene, in space, as is quite appropriate for Starfinder. Our camera follows, a large ship as it sort of slowly trundles through space, and as the camera sort of pans around behind it, you see a planet that appears to be made entirely of metal, and surrounding the planet is a ring, and you can see on the sort of surface of the ring is rolling fields and rivers and lakes and spanning cityscapes. As this ship's engines get brighter and brighter, and faster, eventually it snaps and disappears. And we sort of follow the ship into a different space. Pink clouds and off in the distance, strange electrical storms as the ship travels through the drift, which is how in this system people travel interstellar spaces. They enter a sort of in-between liminal dimension called the drift, travel in that for a few days or a few weeks, and pop out where they want to be. And as the ship continues on, we will. The camera sort of enters through the ship. One of the windows sort of like pans through it to a rather attractive woman. She has. Oh, what's going on? Right there. That's fine. She's wearing sort of a very like businessy like suit.
Jesus Christ.
And is very kind of done up and like very very proper looking. She's what is known as a Lashunta, which are these race of people that are that are member of the Pact systems, which we'll talk about a little bit later when it becomes relevant. But she's currently in her quarters, looking over some documents, and in the room there are two more people, and I will Shay or Ark, you are seated in the in this room with this woman. You've met her. You're technically working kind of for her, and you guys know what you're doing. Was either of you want to describe your characters? I will roll the dice and force one of you to describe your characters.
I can go, I guess.
Sure thing.
I say as I swallow down the wrong pipe. Ijisu is a half-elf. Very athletic, toned build, wearing very like nondescript clothing for the most part. Like they're just trying to be not very noticeable, not trying to stand out, despite their their strawberry pink hair.
Anything else you wish to add, or can we move on to Arc?
I suppose like for anyone who looks closely, they might see like small like indentations and stuff like around any part of her that might have might indicate that she has different types of enhancements just hidden in places on her. And that's it.
Cybernetics. Excellent.
Cybernetics, yes.
Arc. Also in this room sits your character, which I believe the name is Glint.
Yes. Sitting also in the room is an android. He has pure white skin. And he sits with kind of a stillness. One side of his head is kind of shaved. His hair kind of flops over from a mohawk. His hair and little veins, almost tattoo-like, on his skin glow with a kind of purplish color, as well as his eyes. But he wears very basic clothing, like you'd expect from a non-corporate funded colony. Someone wear from there. He's just looking around, watching.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, the two of you are in this room. You know this woman's name. It's Kanave. I will post that into the chat so you can see it. Oh. I accidentally left the Roll20 game.
I do that too. It's always fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
It's never happened before.
Never happened before, never happened again. Yeah, her name is Kanave. She's a representative of Astral Extractions, which is a mining conglomerate within the PAC systems. And you two have been hired as essentially mercenaries / mercenary bodyguards to sort of make sure that nothing goes wrong on this job that she is doing. Yeah, do you guys say anything to her, or do you say anything to each other as you travel through the drift? Or do you have any questions to me about what's going on? That's also an option.
Yeah. Do we know why we were called into the office?
Yeah, she's currently kind of going over a lot of like the so the minutia of your contract, just to make sure that you guys know what's going on. It's very boring legalese that probably won't affect you. It's a lot like if this contract like develops into like regular work, you have the opportunity to become an official contractor under the blah 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 charters, fucking corporate lingo speak. It's about an NDA, about like if you find any information about sort
You're
of
roboting, Felis.
I'm roboting?
Yeah.
Not to me.
Okay.
You are
Not
roboting
mine.
to me. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention.
Yes. Absolutely. And okay, give me half a second. I'm gonna leave and come back. Hold on, fuck up your cameras.
It'll fix it in a moment. Now I'm in charge. Wahaha.
Haha. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, it's
Camera.
Am I good?
Nope, camera.
Camera, sorry.
There you go.
Hello. And my voice is good again, not robot-y?
Not robot-y.
Is there
Yeah.
a place? Is there a place for like making notes on names and stuff? And if not, can we have like a notepad?
I don't think on your character sheet. You mean in the game or like you? I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, could we just have like a notepad so I can like write that name down? And
I'm looking like again like your character has, or do you want? I'm confused by the.
in roll 20.
And roll 20.
Yeah, something that's not a character sheet.
I don't know if I can get you one of those. I'll have to look around and see. I would just recommend just for now, like Notes app for now, and then I can see if I can get a proper I can post the names, start posting names into a proper document.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah. Her name was Kanave. Yeah. Just a lot of legalese, a lot of just sort of explaining to you like you're not an employee of Actual Extractions, you're a contractor, and what your rights are and what you could expect from the company. And a lot of that.
Is there any difference between is there, because of my first is there okay, is there any way to pick out and figure out if there's like anything I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, if there's anything.
Do you want to make a roll perception check, investigation check right now?
Yeah. If I can to pick apart the contract and make sure that it's all like.
Yeah. So yeah, you absolutely can. I would roll a perception check for that. Actually no, I won't. I'll have you roll a straight because technically this would be under the profession lawyer, and you're not a lawyer, so this would be a straight intelligence check, so you know if you can understand.
Okay.
Legalese. Yeah, because that's like a professional thing that you are not trained to do.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Yay! What is it?
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Fantastic.
Natural 1.
I don't even know where I am.
That is a roll of the game.
Oh, failing to understand contract law.
To be fair, it's accurate to real life.
Oh, for sure. This contract was made in such a way to be confusing and obfuscating.
So EG is probably like, I'm probably just like standing there like I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I've just kind of fallen into like the old habit of just like just standing there gracefully, like once I start hearing all these words, and there's just that realization that is just like I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, a little bit out of your depths right now.
I've never had to do this before.
Yeah. Yeah, so she explains to you sort of what's going on, and explains that the reason why you're here and not a member of Astral Extraction's official security team is that the station you're going to, Iris Station, isn't owned solely by Astral Extractions. It's owned by a company, a partner corporation called Firmament Surveys, who is worried that Astral Extractions, being a much more successful company and a much more powerful company, is going to try to strong arm them, and so to like use independent contractors who aren't like beholden to you for their jobs to sort of like try to protect their own corporate interests. And so the chief explains to you why you're here and not a member of their security team, and explains to you that the ship you're currently on is a freightliner, and that you will be using a non-drift powered spaceship, not a starship, to get from this ship to the station, and then will be picked up later. And yeah, she turns to either of you and goes, "Any questions about the job? Anything you wish to know before we sort of settle in for the long haul?"
Nope, I understood that all perfectly.
She's gonna run an insight check on that for
Yes.
sure.
Alright,
That'll be a bluff check, yeah.
I accidentally closed my sheet.
That's always fun too.
Yeah. Is it another one?
No.
Are you serious?
But it's pretty bad.
It's pretty close though.
Yeah, that's a full. That's yeah.
It's a
It's a natural 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, she kind of looks at you. She rolls technically a sense motive on you. And she kind of goes, "Right. I have the utmost faith in your abilities."
Sense motive.
Sure, sense motive. Roll sense motive, my girl.
Oh, it's
She's gonna-
getting better.
Yeah, girl, you are improving steadily. Granted, you did roll the lowest you could roll, so the only way you can go is up.
Does she have faith in my abilities?
She rolled a very good bluff check. She absolutely does.
Yes.
What is Glint doing as this is happening? Does Glint try to suss out anything, answer any questions?
What exactly is the information you know about Iris Station?
Hell yeah, voice mod.
Fuck yeah, robots. She says it's a planet cracker. They're slowly strip mining one of the small planetoids around the star. Nothing interesting really. It's only recently came fully operational. It takes time to build a station of that magnitude and that size. It's a decent moneymaker. It's this about 2 weeks ago. We didn't hear anything from them, which is strange. And after some time, we believed that we thought maybe pirates or, space sometimes does strange things to people. But we haven't heard no ransoms, no manifestos. So we're hoping it's just a down communication line, and if anything, we're going to go in as sort of glorified shoppers and just figure out any supplies they need, and then leave, hopefully. But
And we are the bodies between you and anything troublesome.
yes, the drift is dangerous. We are headed technically outside of the pact, so there will be no sentinels nor guardians there to guard us. So you two are to protect my body as bodyguards. Mostly, you're probably just going to look tough, and sort of scare off anyone if something does happen. I doubt it. Again, I doubt it. Well, we're probably just going to be glorified. We're going to be couriers, honestly. We're going to go in, get a shopping list, and leave. Probably.
Understood.
Very good.
Yes, I understand the mission objective.
Excellent. Glint, roll a sense motive for me. With your -2, because you're a robot. You're a robot. No, you're kind of a
brings
robot.
me to a total of -1. And it's the highest roll so far.
Yeah,
Let's go.
13. She's gonna roll a thing against that. She's definitely uncomfortable around you. That is not something that, like, you've seen that before. You know when someone's a little freaked out by androids. Androids are a little freaky. But yeah, for right now, she's kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, just. Yeah. And you guys can settle into the ship. There is a pilot that will be working with you. Thing that works for specifically Firmament for firmament surveys instead of astral attractions. They said like you're gonna use our pilot and our ship. But you currently have free reign of this small ship. There's not you guys can talk to each other, try to talk to some of the crew, try to sort of get a lay of the land if you wish. But you guys are sort of stuck on this ship for about 4 days until they'll exit the drift. Your dropship will leave this ship and then land at Iris Station. So if there's any things you guys want to do right now, let me know, or we can sort of skip ahead.
I forget how my character works.
Kind of same. Just looking over what I can do.
Fair enough. New system for a lot of us.
I've never played anything this crunchy before.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey!
Oh,
Okay.
that's good noise.
I gain a +2 to insighting
That's
Yay!
because of my Vanguard aspect.
She rolled an 18.
I still don't get past that.
No.
You tried.
I
You-
tried. I'm just gonna
you
put
did-
a 2 in here.
Yeah, put a +2 in there. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent. So so you all. Oh, go on.
Just a realization that I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. The ship freighter you're on is called the Harlequin. It is run by.
You're roboting again.
Am I roboting again? The fuck?
It's not roboting for me. I wonder if it's on Ren's end. Or maybe
Yeah.
just the connection.
I mean, he's the only one roboting.
That is weird.
Is it roboting on the stream?
I do not know. But you are not
Okay.
roboting now.
Okay. Keep me posted on that. I wonder. It might be on.
Streamy sounds fine.
Okay, well that's good.
Could be mine.
So yeah, so the freighter you're on is called the Harlequin. It is run by what is known as a clan, a spacer clan. Spacer clans are these groups of people that spend almost their entire lives not on a planet or not on not on planets. And they're sort of a mix between like small nations, labor unions, and like gangs. So they can number like smaller clans are like 20 people. The larger clans, like the largest clan, has like 50,000 ships under its control. And they're mostly harmless. There are some pirate clans, but again, they're mostly like space miners and Teamsters and sort of they make up the backbone of a lot of the like deep space economy of the world. And so yeah, you're working with one of these clans. They are just sort of hauling you across the galaxy. And yeah, it's kind of a weird 4 days. The ship's like this big like freighter ship isn't really designed to transport like people. It has like a small space that they can. It's very cramped, very noisy. Glint, as someone who spent a lot of his life on a planet, it's very claustrophobic, honestly.
Miss Conave, are you able to provide an itinerary of your schedule?
My itinerary, currently, no. We don't really know what's going on. We're able to contact them, so I can't set up a meeting with the commander. I do have the corporate authority to get a meeting as soon as we dock. However, until that time, things are sort of up in the air.
Understood.
You are very fastidious, aren't you? God, I hope they use that word right too.
I feel like I used to know what that word is.
I feel like I only half know what that word means.
This is important.
Yes. What I meant by that is you're very like punctual and very professional.
Yes, that is true.
It is very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail.
Yeah. I appreciate
yeah,
the
sure.
compliment. I will do my utmost to ensure this goes smoothly.
Well, I thank you for your efforts. She sort of kind of like smiles at you. Yeah, you guys spend the next 4 days in this sort of cramped space. The Harlequin is operated by a family, so like there are little kids running around. Um, but yeah, that is sort of how your time is spent on the ship. We're gonna cut now away from the Harlequin to Iris Station. Um, Specifically to two people on Iris Station. Now, Iris Station is a decent place to live. Um, with the invention of proper artificial gravity and with the sort of miniaturization of um, of organic recyclers, deep space living has become much more comfortable, less debilitating. You can live for long periods of time and have kids in space without them developing physical deformities due to the fact that they don't have gravity. And so it's a decent place to live. You're sort of out in the boonies. There's not a lot of fresh supplies, a lot of freeze-dried food, a lot of recycled food. Um, but it's okay. And you have pretty stable employment, as you have to break down an entire planet, and that takes generations. However, a couple weeks ago, things started to go wrong on the station. Small things at first. There was a solar storm that knocked out the station's power for about 13 seconds. Everything came back online, but then small mysterious things started happening. And it ended rather catastrophically. And we'll get to the exact details of that in a moment. However, in the station's atrium, this main room, it has because of a main floor and then sort of walkways above it. In the atrium, there are stores and like little restaurants and there's also a clinic. Which is usually fairly busy during the day. There's not really a day-night cycle here. You're just kind of awake whenever you're awake. So there's always sort of traffic here. Right now, however, the several doors that lead to the atrium have either been welded shut or barricaded. And the survivors of the around 1,000 residents of Iris Station are currently, for the most part, huddled inside of the atrium, afraid of the things outside. In this space, where would our two friends, played by the fantastic Rin and the sexy Frost, be?
Currently, my character, whose name is Kasumi Goto, she is what would be whatever the equivalent of Asian descent in this setting would be, because I haven't played Pathfinder in a long time, but I vaguely remember what it was called before Galarian disappeared.
Heads up
I know
about
we're
that.
not in that setting, so it doesn't matter.
Not in that setting. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So she is a young girl, blue haired. She wears.
Oh, it's a joke. Blue hair and pronouns.
Oh, blue hair and pronouns. Yeah.
Yeah.
She wears a work jumpsuit. She is one of the mechanics aboard the station, and she is followed around by a little drone that has a pair of rover gyroscopes and a not totally visible mounted gun on it, because it's definitely there to help her with work-related needs.
It's a welder.
Yeah, it's a welder. It is a welder, to be fair.
Cool.
It's a plasma something. so it can double as a welder to everybody else. Yeah, it's a plasma bolter, so it does count as a welder then, if you really wanted to get technical.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking plasma cannon in your robot.
Hell yeah. I paid good
Oh,
upgrades to give it that gun.
Fair enough, brother.
So it, it hovers around and helps her with the day-to-days, but what it is not allowed to do is help her in the bonsai garden that she likes to frequent on her off moments, because
There's now canonically a bonsai garden.
Yep, I'm stealing Ark's idea because he didn't put it on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my ship. This is your station.
Exactly. No,
Sure.
you asked about it not being on the ship. I said, I'm stealing your idea, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Before Frost hops in, I'm going to do a quick thing with you to sort of set the scene. You are currently, I believe, would you be in the atrium, or would you?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Should be in the atrium.
Cool. Yeah, you're with your little robot, repairing some damage to the barricades. There are some of the security detail, so the security guards here have set up kind of an improvised turret. It's sort of just like the biggest gun they have, and they've sort of put it on a tripod and pointed it down the one entrance and exit that they've left open. And as you kind of look down it, you see the very disturbing image of some people you know, maybe not personally, but you've seen around the station. Sort of half mutated. They look like parts of their skin and body are being replaced, strangely, by like plant matter. Like their skin is replaced by bark. Entire arms are replaced by looks like tree limbs. And a couple of them had sort of shambled down this way. You'd open fire, and they had fallen. And as you know, what happens when that happens, they begin these strange vines will crawl out of the hallways and grab the bodies and pull them back. And you will see these people again.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's great. Frost. What does your guy look like, and what would he be doing in this moment?
Two very good questions I do not have the answers to.
You don't even know what you look like?
He's still in his lab. He hasn't even noticed what's been going on.
I don't even know.
I've never owned a mirror in my life, and I'm not about to start now.
I like it. Let that be the in-character thing. He has no idea.
Why would he need a mirror? He's too busy doing stuff. He is like a little off branch of the Yosoki, where he looks more like a hamster, less like a rat. And he's probably, at this point, dealing with like a small group of people that are, nursing injuries, and he's tending to wounds and stuff like that. Making sure nobody's got any infections or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes. On that note, this little hamster man running around. Do you have a lab coat?
Yes.
Beautiful. This little hamster man running around making sure people are okay. You have, I will say, you have successfully treated this infection. It is an infection. Strangely, the medicine you acquired was a mix of antifungals and antiparasitics. From what you know, it infects the blood, begins to head to the brain, and eventually will kill the brain and then reanimate the body. Undead aren't you know what undead are. This is weird because it's plant-based, and you've never seen plant-based heard of plant-based undead. But you have successfully treated, so you know how to treat this infection in case someone gets it. That being said, there has been a lot of panic recently. Within the past couple days, you have all been able to barricade the atrium properly. You haven't had a breach in about 3 days, which is good. You have food stores. Thankfully, the station's air recycling and water recycling systems are still operational. So you won't run out of food or air, or water or air. Food, you have enough food to last you a while for right now. Honestly, the loss of some of the people has extended your stay here, which is kind of a dark thought, but it's a true thought. And now there's plans, since a lot of this was panic, there wasn't a lot of planning. One thing you know about these infected is that if you burn them, they don't come back. But it's not a lot of fire. Fire and closed, oxygen-rich environments aren't a good mix. You do know there are some like flame-based, like a couple flame pistols in the armory. However, you have not been able to access the armory. And as you are all sort of huddled around, one of the older sort of members of the survivors, his name is let's get the name. Velo. He's this big, what's called a Vesk, this big lizard people. He ran the small cafe, like a sort of small restaurant in the area. He's been huddled around this radio, and the radio's been very, very important because there's one person that you have been able to contact. His name is Jackson. Jackson is a low-ranking communications officer, and is, according to him, the only survivor of the command structure. Infection got to the command deck, and he's been trapped there after it was dealt with. You get the radio crackles to life, and you hear Jackson go, "Hello, is everything still all right here?"
He kind of like looks around to see if anyone else will answer it first. He's like, help someone. He's like like wrapping an arm up.
Sure thing. Yeah, you're wrapping an arm up. Does Kasumi go to the radio, or do you let Velo handle it?
I'll let Velo handle it.
Sure thing. Velo grabs it and goes, "Jackson, you there?" He says, "Yeah. Something. I think probably good news. Something on the scanners came up. I think a ship's coming here. So hopefully cavalry's arrived. Yeah."
One would hope.
And we're gonna cut again back, not to the Harlequin. You guys have left the Harlequin. Your little ship has left. Called the Neutron. This tiny little, just this kind of like converted troop, like drop ship. I think Ark, you're a pilot, right? Do you have any piloting skills?
Yes, I have quite a bit of piloting skill.
Excellent. Yeah, so I'll say like you're sitting in sort of the co-pilot seat, much to the chagrin of your pilot, who's sort of this kind of like former military guy who this civilian who's just like, I know what I'm doing, kind of is there with him, but you don't know what you're doing, so he can't really kick you out. I would like you actually, or sorry, I need to remember names. How do you say a character's name? Shay.
Ijitsu.
Either of you, you can make a computer's check as you approach this the station. You see,
I have a +9. Is it just one, or both of us could have the option?
I have +0. You do it.
All right, let Shay go.
Yeah. Let Shay go. +0. A 13. Yeah, you fire up the computer as this guy's flying to just do a scan of the station. The pilot is a human named Marcus. Sort of like taps a few buttons, flips a few switches to radio over to the station, and just goes, this is the corporate ship Neutron with carrying a representative of Astral Extractions and 2 personal guards requesting permission to dock. Kind of waits a couple seconds. There's sort of static back. It says, "Our station, this is the Neutron. We're carrying a representative of Astral Extractions. We're requesting permission to dock." And as you're scanning, you see there is extensive damage to part of the station, specifically around the dry docks. The ship would not be able to dock. Or at least not properly.
Dry docks are damaged. There's no way to land without damaging the ship.
Marcus sort of looks at your screen, and then sort of presses some more buttons, and this like large, just a heads up, just sort of a stylistic choice we all said. Imagine all the technology kind of looks like it's from Aliens, you know, sort of 80s futurism. And he sort of clicks something. This large sort of headset thing comes down. Kind of looks through it, kind of like a periscope. And he says "Holy shit! Looks like it's shorn off." And as you get a bit closer, and able to sort of pull it up properly, you see, a chunk of the station is just missing, and there's debris floating around it. Either of you, as Ijitsu, you're sort of brought up, and Kanave sort of like crawls up into the sort of pilot's chair to look at this as well. Both of you make a perception check, I believe.
Hey,
Yes.
that's what I'm good at.
Yeah, gotta give you something good.
19.
Very proud of you. 13 from Glint.
I've only rolled 13s.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's apparently a
3
good
times in a
number for you.
row.
Woo! Looking at looking at the side of it, Ijitsu, as you sort of grab this periscope looking thing and look into it and get a better view, there's something weird. This is a space station. It's made of metal. Not a great place to grow large, like wood-stemmed, like woody plants. There are these what looks like roots. Dead because they're being exposed to the vacuum of space, like attached and like curled around debris and rubble near the destroyed part of the station. It's gray and dead now, but there's these large roots that have like grown out of the station.
There are significant traces of vegetable matter, dead vegetable matter, around the station.
Marcus kind of looks at you weird, and Kanave kind of squints and goes, "Vegetable matter? What? Okay. All right. We can't dock." And she sort of like hems and haws, and Marcus goes, "I could probably fire a tow line near one of the airlocks. You guys could spacewalk across." That sounds good? He kind of shrugs, like, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Sorry, what was the question?
So Marcus suggested he could fire a tow cable, and attach it to the station. You guys could have to spacewalk. Apparently there's a blizzard. Spacewalk to the station.
It's acceptable. We need to find out what's going on there.
Geneva says, "It is in our contract. We are obligated legally to find out what's going on in the station." Okay. Marcus sort of steadies the ship, and is able to fire a tow cable, and it shoots through space. Technically, makes no noise, but that's boring, so it makes a noise, and shunk, impacts the station, and sort of latches onto it. Kaneva, because she's legally obligated, Kanave is legally obligated to enter the station and speak with the commander. And you two are legally obligated to guard her body. Put on helmets. Glint,
I do
you
not
don't
need
you
it.
don't have to.
I do take. I will take a cable and attach my suit to Kanave's.
Sure thing.
And I probably do the
As
same. I probably do the same for Glint as well.
sure thing. As this is happening, I would like Kasumi to please roll an engineering check.
Absolutely.
You will find out why in a second.
Ooh, mystery engineer. All right, engineering. My best skill, and I rolled a 12. 'Cause
Rolled a
that's-
12.
That's normal for me to roll a 4 on the best thing that I'm good at.
Yeah. Luckily, wasn't a high DC. This is just to since you're told like, hey, a ship's coming, and Jackson has sort of kept you abreast of what's going on. You have sort of like opened up a side panel on the wall and have like connected a screen to it, and it's a 12, so it's pretty grainy. But you're able to kind of make out 3 figures as they begin to slowly, like hand over hand, hold themselves towards the station.
Oh, that's not good. We have company.
One of the security guards kind of looks at you, and unfortunately for you, and also unfortunately for Shot, you two have sort of become the de facto go and do stuff guys, because everyone knows your welder is very helpful, and Shot is a mischievous little gremlin man, and also is a medical professional, and so is pretty useful if you're going out and you find someone who needs help. And so you two have sort of become the shit's gotta get done guys. So one of them kind of looks at you and says, well, we got a guard here if you can go get them. If they're from the outside, maybe they can get us back to that ship or get out of here.
Yeah,
More help.
I guess so. It's gonna have to do that. Shots, are you ready to roll?
You know, we could have just not answered. Maybe they would have thought no one was home and they would have left.
I mean, there are plenty of people home. They'll just run into the plant people, and then then we got to deal with that.
Well, at least we know how to deal with that. We don't want to deal with these people. All right. But if I see any funny business, I swear to God, I'm gonna act like one of these plant zombies.
At least it's not plants versus zombies. It's just plant zombies.
Fire takes care of both of them quite easy. Although it's not, they kind of like just not the best thing for a station, but
Well, that's why I have plasma. Totally different state of matter.
the fifth one on napkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, guess we'll see him in, see if any of them need help, and he immediately like you see his little side holster on his like leg open up. And he takes his little needle pistol out, and they get a shot.
give him the shots. That's why they call you shots.
On the clamps. Anyways.
Forced vaccinations, everybody's.
Yeah, forced vaccinations. Present your card.
Funny
Forced
joke.
vaccinations.
Look, amusing joke. His name was gonna be Vax, but they didn't want people showing up just to get mad.
Oh no! All the anti-maskers on this stream.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna make. Nah, we'll make that joke. Anyways.
For now.
For now. Yeah. So the two of you. Luckily, the dry dock honestly isn't that far from the atrium. Kind of like you get into the place, you can sort of head directly to where the people are. You're on a ship for a long time, you get off. However, it is still not easy to get to. And so we don't run any sort of scenarios for too long that exclude the other half of the party before they meet up. Do you guys want to do this loud, or are you guys just going like running, or you guys want to be sneaky about this?
What do you think, Shots?
I'd say we take it quiet for now, see if it's anything important. Could be help, could be some weirdo scavengers thinking that this place is empty for the most part.
That's if you guys are doing quiet, I need self checks.
All right.
Ooh, do I get to roll my thingy?
Yeah. 21, baby.
21, baby.
And I'm not trained in that skill.
No, you're just small.
Yeah, part of the course.
13. Okay.
And hold on, I got one more because I got to do Buddy as well.
That's true. You're robot. You're robot.
My robot is also really good at stealth, unless I roll it.
You roll a natural fucking 1, my dude.
It's their best stat with a +7, but I just consistently roll under 5. So
So in Starfinder, natural 1s and natural 20s for skill checks are not critical successes or critical failures.
And 8
is not how
still
that
not
game
great.
Yeah, because in this game you can roll a natural 20 and your skills can be your check can be below what necessary DC. DCs get very high in Starfinder.
Can I throw my lab coat on top of it to disguise it and give it a bonus?
Oh
No.
shit, a ghost!
The zombies, just like they're zombies, man.
We're all friggin' dead here. Get out!
Oh, clever. You can throw your lab coat on it. Yeah, it doesn't give you a bonus, but you can do that. I'll let you do that.
I'm not wasting my time.
Okay, excellent.
Wasting my lab coat on this.
Okay, they are zombies.
They are zombies.
They are zombies. Well, close enough. Their type is undead.
They're plant bees.
They're medium undead plant likes. Is there specific? So I will roll a perception check for these creatures. They have
It's called
low
compost.
wisdom. So I'll roll some checks.
I have faith in your ability to roll over an 8.
Well, it's going to have a very sort of I guess. Well, we'll find out what happens. You guys, you've been using sort of like maintenance panels and maintenance tunnels. They're not comfortable. There's a lot of wires and like there's just hot water pipes throughout the thing, so it's kind of like dangerous to actually go through them. You can burn yourselves pretty easily. You can get lost, get trapped. And occasionally you've found like one of the tunnels has like a giant root growing through it. And you're like, that's not good.
That's not normal.
That's not normal. Those weren't there last week. But yeah, so you're crawling through these sort of on your stomach, and they have to kind of like go up some. They're not great. And you have to leave them in order to like get to. There's a small security checkpoint that luckily was not destroyed. And like you can get there. We have sort of access to the entrance from the dry docks. And as you do, does Buddy fly or does he walk? What does Buddy?
Buddy is a hover drone.
The hover drone, excellent. As you're all going through, also you accidentally set Buddy on like aggressive mode, because you rolled. And as it like kind of turned the corner, and there's like one of these things kind of just standing there, not moving. Very, very strange. Buddy just opens fire.
And it is programmed when it goes into alert. It does make the Metal Gear alert sound, and then it starts.
Right.
Then it starts playing the actual alert music too. That's why. That's why you rolled an 8.
That's why you rolled an 8. You did that. And you're like, fuck! I thought I turned that off.
Fuck! I knew that was a bad idea. Installing that.
And so you guys run towards the
the
security station as you hear further down and sort of behind you esque more of these creatures approaching. We're to cut briefly again back to the spacewalkers. You guys are approaching the airlock doors. You sort of have to like walk along. You sort of get onto like this platform. You have to walk along. You see, this was part of a room that was partially destroyed. Airlock doors are in front of you. Does either of you have computer skills, or how would you like to try to get past into this room? Sort of access the computer. You could try to do something else.
I will try to access the computer.
Yeah. Jay, anything? Any ideas as well? I wanna.
I probably. I mean, no, I don't have anything specific for this, so I'll just keep. I'm still learning everybody. No, too far. I'll just hold on to Kanave.
Sure. She is like kind of grasp your arm. She is definitely not. She's, from what you know, she's from Tinue Station, which is like the center of the galactic government. And while still a space station, it is like a beautiful terraformed, like essentially kind of like miniature planet. And so she's not used to sort of the cramped and sort of and claustrophobic experience of being, one, in a spacesuit, and two, spacewalking. It's quiet and like deadening, and it's weird. So she's not having a great day. Yeah. Did you 20-7? Look at you go. You know computers. You're half computer. You're mostly computer, to be honest.
It's on my father's side.
My father was a Macintosh.
And you're able to like directly interface with the computer. And going through with that 27, I'll give you some extra shit. One, the station is on lockdown. Two, long range communication. So essentially any communication out of the station is down. Three, well, part of this, you get some of the station diagnostics, and has like the weight. It has calculated its own weight because it's necessary to like, if you're in space, you know how much things weigh because of velocity and shit. The weight is weird because there is a portion of the station missing. However, the station weighs more than it should. There's also a tally of life signs on the station, and they are that the population has been decimated. By that has been.
Is there a tally of unlife signs?
Those aren't the things, so unfortunately, no.
They haven't invented this thing in the future?
They don't know how to scan for undeath yet. They're like, how do we scan undeath?
Necromancy.
Yeah, they don't know how to use technology to do that.
A little necromancer in the computer.
They forgot how to use detect good and evil?
Yes.
On an industrial scale, yes. Yeah. It's specifically with the one. Go on.
You can go.
Hey,
No. I was going to do some mechanical stuff. It's fine. Role play is more important. Go.
Hey,
I will
sorry.
turn to the representative. There is a slew of problems currently affecting Iris Station. Most of the population has been decimated. The station is currently on lockdown. There is the chunk of the station we saw that was missing, yet it weighs more than it currently should. But I have managed to get the doors open.
Did he just call our station fat?
Can we get that?
You guys are fighting zombies. So you're a little honestly a little busy.
Look, doesn't mean we can't hear someone talking shit about a space station.
To be fair, they're in space and communicating through like their channels. if you guys had rolled a good stealth and like not had to fight zombies, you could have tried to tap into their stealth. But you fucked that up.
Yeah, we did. And by we, it's mostly me.
Hearing that, and then hearing that, Ijitsu's just gonna do her thing of keeping an eye and an ear out and paying close attention.
Absolutely. Roll. Sure. Once you enter, like air has filled the room because again, you cannot hear outside of it. But sure. Roll perception check right now. I'll let you carry that over. You can still look at things.
30.
Fuck me. Okay. Fucking Pathfinder, y'all. Start whatever. Fuck. You know what I mean. Big numbers.
But did you say we entered? We got inside in the room filled?
Yeah. You open up the airlock. It opens up. You step inside. It closes. After it closes, you are under the effect of the artificial gravity. And there is that hissing sound as air fills the chamber, and you're able to take off your helmets. And as there, once there's a proper amount of oxygen and air in the room, right? As you hear, what type of weapons do y'all have? The other two, Brandon and Frost.
I just have a tactical needler pistol.
Me personally, did I not give her a gun?
You not get a gun?
Did I not give her a gun? I hate the layout of this sheet. Hold on.
The sheet is not great. I will say that it's not great.
I did not give Kasumi a gun because I think I had designed her to be more supporty. So she probably has a pistol of some kind because I did not give myself a
Sure
gun.
thing.
And I definitely meant to, and I don't know why she doesn't
That's
have
fair.
a gun.
Let's see. You want a laser pistol or like a kinetic pistol?
I thought I had a pistol on here because I remember testing the macros. What the hell happened
What
to
page
it?
was it on?
At the very bottom of the sheet, you'll have weapons and armor proficiency, and then equipment, attacks, and abilities.
This is shots stuff. Let me pull up.
I thought I added a
No,
blade as well,
there,
but-
I don't have it on the sheet, but I definitely remember testing the rolls. I thought I had a gun on there.
What page were weapons on?
Very
Question: Do you want a laser pistol?
I
or
wanted a
kinetic
laser pistol.
Laser pistol? Okay, I'll just tell you the damage for right now. It's 1d4 fire, and you roll your stuff. Where is that
Right.
stuff?
Now the thing's closing on me while I'm trying to write stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you roll your dexterity plus your proficiency. Which nope, doesn't have proficiency, does it?
Oh dear God, this thing keeps collapsing while I'm trying to write stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you have laser pistol. We'll deal with we can sort of there we go.
I'm just writing it in now.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, you do your thing. Oh, I think it's because of me.
Oh, might be you then.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you
fun
control
of the
it.
DM looking at the sheet too, so every time you go to do something, it's like, just stop. It's my turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at shit. Anyways, yeah, so you hear sound of laser fire and also like things like trying to smash stuff.
The occasional like high pitched, kind of like that high like whizzing sound a dart makes, and the occasional shatter when it's not hitting something.
Yeah, you hear you hear some pneumatic firing actions and just beyond this door.
I would prepare yourself.
Hey, that was actually a roll. Glad I wasted it on a test.
And Glint is going to just reach into a small portion on his armor and pull out his handgun.
Everything? Pull your pistol.
Ichisu will take point and get in front of both of them and then just say to just say to Kane, please stay between us.
Sounds good. Yep. I'm okay with that. And she like has a gun. She's definitely not comfortable with a gun. She's a bureaucrat. But she has one. It's a sort of like standard issue military sidearm. Definitely doesn't hold it like someone who knows how to hold a gun. I assume you open the next airlock doors?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah. You open the doors. You open it up, and I'll explain the scene. We're not using maps right now. If we want to start using maps in the future, we can. I like to do sort of theater of the mind. We'll workshop it together as friends.
Mm-hmm.
Opening the doors, you see these strange mutated people, part plant, trying to attack this security station. The window has been broken, and so the two people fighting can like shoot out of it, and they're trying to like make sure they can't enter that room. There's about 4 of these things sort of shambling towards them, and about 1 of them is sort of like trying to climb into the room as you all speak. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Hey.
Initiative. Where is that on this sheet?
It's
right
under
below.
like
I
the first
found
couple
it.
of boxes.
Hey,
What the
Hey.
how did I get? What's point oh?
because it
Oh, is that
factors
just
in.
like
It factors in
tiebreakers?
it's your Dex mod for tiebreakers.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
back to
rolled
normal.
hair. Even
Hey,
when
Ren.
I roll a 2.
Okay, I'm going
Jesus,
to
Ren.
I'm going to
Mhm.
inject you with stuff.
Hey,
Let's
Ren.
makes everything funky.
Hang on, Ren. Do
Mhm.
you want a hug?
No,
Yeah, do you want a hug, bruh?
It's fine. I can roll well when it doesn't matter or amount to anything, but when it's important, just get fucking dice.
You really are cursed.
Yep.
It's just 0. There are 4 of them.
Listen, when I was playing another game where the low rolls were the successes, I was the best player in the whole thing.
All right. I'm going to do an order of the cameras as I see them. Glint, what is your initiative?
My initiative 7.05.
7 it is.
Mhm.
Ren, what is
5.
Kasumi's? 5. Beautiful. I spelled that right. Doesn't actually matter.
It
I
does
need to check
matter.
my name.
Don't misspell it.
Izu.
ever.
Izu. What was it?
19.
19? Beautiful. And I'm pretty sure that's not where that goes. I'm pretty sure I saw a natural 20 there.
Yeah, 23 for
Christ,
shots
Frost.
there.
That rat
Shots.
hamster is ready.
That hamster is super ready.
He's been waiting for something like this to happen.
If anyone has a go bag, it's shots.
You say that immediately, you're just like, oh shit, new people start shooting.
Fuck. What'd you shoot me with? The Moderna. Oh.
Oh, that's cool. Haha,
No,
just
thanks.
kidding, you
I
got
knew-
Johnson & Johnson, sucker.
Come back.
Oh, no.
Come back for 5 more boosters.
It's better than nothing.
I'll register your booster shot in hell.
Okay. So, just a head up on sort of the layout of the area. The airlock is about 15 square feet of space. There's not a whole lot sort of personal air dock, like a personnel air dock, I should say. You have now no cover in front of you. You're just there, about 5 feet space away. So 10 feet from the air dock is the first of these plant zombies. They have not started to move towards you yet. One of them is crawling in. The other ones are a little further back, about 10 to like 30 feet behind, moving forward. The security station is about 15 feet long, about 10 feet wide. And there's a desk there. There's a door that you guys have locked. There was a computer. It has been kind of moved to the side because you need to shoot things. And one of these things is crawling in, it's starting to like lift itself up and sort of not really crawl, more fall inside of the room with you guys. Shots. You're first up.
Yeah. He's gonna take the gun, point it towards Kasumi. Want to be a little bit more sturdy or a little bit quicker?
Just end my pain quickly.
I can't do that. I ain't gotta end pain. Well, actually, wait, no, I do.
A real gun.
You see him, and he just loads the shot, points at you, and because of my custom micro lab attuned to her, since she's one of the few people that he's probably been around with, he doesn't need to make an attack roll. It's an automatic success. So he is going to use. Oh wait, that's right. It's basic booster. Use that. And give you a plus 10 foot movement speed, and because of my anesthesiology, you have a damage resistance of 1.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Just a little sort of...
and plus 2 enhancement bonus to saving throws against pain effects.
Oh. Is dying a pain effect? Doesn't matter. A bit of a heads up on sort of how health works in Starfinder. You have stamina points, and then you have your hit points. Stamina points are refilled on short rests. Hit points are refilled on long rests.
So use your stamina first.
Use stamina first. Stamina goes down. That can be recovered quite easily. It's literally a 10-minute rest. You make a 10-minute rest. You spend a resolve point, which you guys should all have, and then you can keep going. However, you also need resolve to come back. If you go down, you need resolve to not die. So keep that in mind. Izu.
Oh, and he'll run behind cover. Actually, yeah, he'll use Kasumi as cover because of his scurry ability. So
you on all your little fucking hamster paws.
I have the compression universal creature rule. I can fit into a space that's like 2 inches by 2 inches.
Hell yeah.
And I can hide, and I can occupy the same space as an ally larger than me by 1 size or more without taking a penalty.
There appears to be a hamster in a toilet paper tube.
Yeah, he's just Lemmy Winks now.
Yeah,
I'm like posted up between Kasumi's legs with the gun pointing out, like, all right, come on now.
What do I see currently?
Directly in front of you, you see a little hamster inject someone with the thing and then hide behind their legs, and also 4 plant monsters. One directly in front of you has noticed you and is kind of like, in as much as this creature can have conscious thought, is deciding, do I continue to climb, or these people are wide open? And then there's a couple that, like, about 10 feet behind that one, there's another monster, about 5 feet behind that one, there's another, and then at 10 feet behind that one, there's another. And there's a hallway directly in front of you that leads sort of down that way. It's a hallway sort of off to your left, off to your right, where the monster's coming down that one.
Okay, so there's 4 right in front of me, and there's more coming down the hall to the right.
There's 1 right in front of you and 3 more down the hall. Pretty close, but they're not right there right now.
Okay. I'm gonna stab this one in the face.
Excellent.
And then, wait, okay, so right in front of me, like, literally right in front of me.
If you take, essentially take a step forward, you can attack it. It's 5 feet. It's a 5 feet space between you and it.
Okay, I do that.
You step forward, and you use, what weapon do you use?
There is just a small knife that she pulls out. Just probably like attached to the belt because they were just spacewalking, so probably just attached to the belt and just pulls out your space knife and
the spife, as some call it.
Spife,
as they say.
Does that do anything? Oh wait. It's asking me for full attack. Yes.
So full attack. So you can take multiple attacks right now if you want to. However, you take a -4 to every attack. You can make 2 attacks, both of the -4.
Attack. Okay.
Yeah, or you take one attack with
Without a -4.
without a minus. Yeah, as you get to higher levels, that -4 means less. So for right now, it's a risk, but at higher levels, it's just like I get a +16 to my attack. Yeah, I'll take a -4.
Okay, I don't know
It's
how
just
strong
a
these things are.
+12 to hit.
Yeah, plus all. It's fucking yeah. There's also
Yeah.
some skills.
10?
Survival knife 10. What are these things? AC. It's KA. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. That's the harder one. You're not fighting that one. You're fighting this one.
Oh no.
It's KAC. Unfortunately, 10 is not enough to hit it.
Cool. I back up and stay in front of
Kanave.
Kanave. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. She's
Kanave.
kind of like behind you. She does not have an initiative because she is bad at this. She's a non-combatant.
She's doing things, but they're not helping.
Yeah, she's kind of pointing the gun wildly. You're not even sure the safety's off. One of the creatures called the Missing will begin to shamble up.
I should have also. Wait, hang on.
Hanging on.
Because I get entropic points that do stuff as long as I have entropic points.
That is true. I'm not super familiar with the nootropic system. As long as you're not lying to me.
Dun dun dun.
I just get a target. Okay, that's not. I just get a bonus to my armor. I think. Where is it?
I mean,
I'm
that's
sorry,
good.
I tried to find it. I think it's just a +1 to my AC as long as I have one.
Sure. Hey, that's pretty good. You get a point. You're protected by the inherent entropic properties of, space and shit.
Yeah,
it's great.
I think like as she starts to attack, like just the not the irises, but the sclera just kind of like darkens a bit, and there's some like just like black veins that appear, and that's it. Very subtle.
Very subtle. Excellent.
Very sus.
Very sus. Subtle or sus, I'm not sure what you said. I'm going with subtle.
I said sus.
I know what you said. I'm talking about. Never. Sorry, I just saw the hot dog. Sorry. Oh god. So it's one of the monsters' turn. They're going to shamble up. This one is the one that's sort of not the one climbing in. That one actually goes next. It is going to make an intelligence check to see if it keeps going for the thing it was going for, or changes targets. These things are very stupid.
I hope so.
It keeps walking forward. It fully ignores the other things and like bumps against like the half wall and begins to try to climb over. Just stupid as a fucking bag of rocks. Stupid as a tree. This thing's part tree, man. You can't expect it to do math. This one, however, does turn, and will attempt to attack our girl Izu.
That's fine.
Yes, please attack the tank.
Yeah, well, I assume they're up first. They're close. What is there to? They have a decent to hit. No, not the natural one. They don't. This thing sort of just like swings its arm at you, kind of stumbles and completely misses. And I'll say is currently facing the other direction and is starting to walk that direction. Because it's funny. One of the ones in the back shuffles closer. It is not close enough to attack anything. Glint, you're up.
Okay, so I'm still trying to understand my abilities, so
Absolutely, take your time.
I have Trick Attack.
Yes,
As
yes,
a
you
full
do.
action, you can move up to your speed. Whether or not you move, you make an attack with a melee weapon with the operative property, or any small arm. I have a pistol, which is a small arm.
Yep.
And just before I make a bluff, intimidate, or stealth check,
Yes, and
The
opposed
DC
by.
is 20 plus your target's CR. And if I
There we
succeed,
go.
I get a 1d4 damage.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
how many
Shay.
are like? Sorry.
Yeah. Shay. Yeah. Question, Shay.
No, I'll hold off until
Cool.
my next because I didn't say it. So
There are two of them are close enough to attack. Just to kind of step up and around, and you can attack them with a melee weapon. You're further back enough that you can fire without a negative.
So yeah, like
Um,
there's two kind of near the airlock and two towards the security, right?
There's two by the airlock opens up and the security desk is right there because you have to kind of step up and like go and talk to security right away.
Okay.
There's two right in front of you essentially, and then a couple further back that are getting closer.
So yeah, I imagine Glint kind of just like shifts into a like maybe there's a shadow cast somewhere to try to throw off one of these plant zombies for the stealth check.
Absolutely. Their CR is half, one half.
So 26.
That is a success. So you can
And
make
then-
your trick attack.
Yeah, then I'll whip out the semi-auto tactical pistol and attack with a 6.
Sorry, my boy. That is a miss.
Mm-hmm.
You fire. That is a full-on misseroonie. Anything else you do? Do you do any movement? Do you try to like run past? There's a what appears to be a hallway without these creatures ahead of you. They're sort of coming down from the right this direction.
Okay, I would like to kind of get Kanavi to shift back towards, like, shift around, so that's not in like a direct line with any of the plant zombies staying in front of her.
Sure. Yeah. You're able to sort of move around. They're further enough back. They don't get attack opportunities on you.
Kind of like circling. I'm staying in front of her as we're like moving around the
Yeah,
zombies.
you circle around and get the
opening.
other side. Get the other side of them. Yeah, I understand. Beautiful. You're on the other side of them. Beautiful, excellent, lovely, sexy. Kasumi.
I will. The drone operates on my turn as well.
Yes.
So I'm going to have Buddy one fly out, and the nearest one, I will give it the command to open fire on it.
There are two that are kind of trying to get in. Neither have been hurt.
Well,
Left or right?
Left.
Beautiful. Make an attack.
All right, Buddy beeps angrily at them.
it's time
Excellent.
to do some welding.
Yeah, he
Time
does
to
some.
do
He does
some-
some welding.
Welding. Oh, it's a 4 on a D10. Yikes.
Yeah. But it is fire, if that helps.
It is fire. That does help, actually. So you shoot this thing sort of in the chesticle area. Don't know why I said that. You shoot this thing with a plasma bolt, and it staggers back, and part of its wood sort of skin begins to catch on fire.
Ooh.
But it sort of starts to go back forward and try to get in. It's not dead, but
Hmm.
you fucked it up.
Yeah.
Things are weak to fire.
And then target gains +1 enhancement bonus to AC, +2 enhancement bonus to skill checks. Gains a +10 foot. Do I get all of these, Frost?
No, it's just one of those.
Okay. Remind me which one you put on.
The speed, in case you need to get the heck out of there or get into something.
Sweet. I'm going to make sure Buddy is hovering very high out of reach, or at least as high as it can. And then I am going to use one of my abilities called Barricade. And I'll put this up between Shots and I and the zombies.
Okay.
I make a shitty barricade that can basically block one attack.
Constructing some Gears of War chest-high wall action.
Exactly, basically. Yeah, and it will.
Excellent. That will force them to. I'll say that will, since they're not attacking you with ranged weapons, that will force them to make athletics checks to try to get over it.
Yeah.
So that will make it harder for them to get over.
So it'll last for 3 rounds if it's not knocked over.
Got it. One of the ones in the back will begin to move forward. I think that's what is their speed. Nope, that again is the harder one.
Are these zombies carrying anything or wearing anything?
They're wearing, looks like, clothing, like some station wear. I think, there's not they're not like, they don't have like, maybe, let's actually, you know what, fuck it, I'll roll and see if any of them's carrying anything interesting. One of them appears to be wearing a gun on their belt. Maybe he's a security officer that got turned.
Okay, but they don't look like they know how to use it.
No. These things are dumb. They have, I'll tell you. They have the effect called Mindless. They cannot be affected by mind spells. One of them will move forward. It's actually can't get. It's because it's so slow. It can't get in range. Next turn, however, it will be in range to attack. I could attack either Arc or Shay. Top of the round is shots. Or shot. Shots.
Yeah. About how far away would the ones not near us be?
They're probably the closest one's about 10 feet from you now. The one behind that is probably about 15 feet. Actually, a bit further. Actually, 20 feet from you.
Oh, right. Let me see.
Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe 15 and 25, I'll say. Because you are behind like a wall.
Let me see what inhibitor I can use. Actually, I think I'll take care of the one close to us first. So I'll fire at the one closest to us. Wait, full attack is the multi-attack, right?
Full attack is multi-attack, yes.
So it's already 4 damage.
4 damage. That hits. Do you hit the damaged one or the non-damaged one?
The one that was closest to us.
There are 2 of them that are right there. So one has been damaged, one has not been damaged.
They're probably shooting the damaged one, yeah.
Sure thing. Not how much health he has left. That's how much health he has left. Not a lot. Beautiful. Do you do a biohack or can you because you did damage?
I can if I wanted to.
Do you want to?
Actually, I think I will use... Aha! I'll use my minor inhibitor. Takes a -1 to attack rolls for 3 + 4, 7 rounds.
Fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, you fire this. It's you're an anesthesiologist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like person half. Our parts begin to kind of move. Plant parts unaffected. The person parts, which are still most of it, just kind of slow down a little bit and get a little bit more sluggish.
I don't know if it's immune to poison or not, but because it's an inhibitor, if it is not, I give it a level of fatigue.
It is immune to poison. It is an undead creature.
Okay,
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
So he's not tired, but
it's part of its body is
It's
starting to go numb, so that's fun. Aegis, is this?
Ijisu.
Isu.
Ichi-
I will get that.
Ijutsu.
Ijusu.
No,
Ijutsu.
you gotta sound it out. Ijutsu.
Ijusu.
Yeah, there you go.
You can just say Iji.
I don't speak weeb.
I don't talk the moon speak.
I'm going to. I'm gonna attack the thing that's still in front of me, and I'm going to use. How many move actions do you get?
You get one move action, and that's just your like D&D. It's your movement.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no 5-foot step in Starfinder. I don't think.
There's not.
Yeah, you can it's called you can do a disengage thing. We don't have to use your action as well. It's like an acrobatics check.
15.
15. That hits. That is the one closest to you is not damaged.
Yeah.
But that's a chunk of damage.
Does it go down?
It does not.
How close are the other ones?
There's one that is just on the other side of this creature.
All right. I'm going to spend the entropic point that I do have, which means my AC is going back down to normal.
Sure.
And I would like to do fire damage, seeing that plasma thing do fire damage.
Sure thing. Does it change the damage type, or do you do extra damage?
I do extra damage.
Fucking roll that shit, girl.
I don't know how.
Okay.
Just be the same as normal. Like roll 1d.
Oh, I can turn it on.
Oh.
Oh.
Hang on, but I
That's
already
hot.
And you
so.
called my character horny.
Yeah.
If it tells you the amount of damage, you can just roll one of those dice. You don't have
or
to.
any wait, hang on. I can deliver an entropic strike with any melee weapon or with a shield, or I can punch it.
Or you can punch it.
Or you could punch it.
Attacks damage is equal to the entropic strike damage of the vanguard of either class or level. Why are these so? Okay.
That's Starfinder for you.
Yeah.
All crunch.
Whichever is. Or when you use this option, your entropic strike is considered to be made of whatever material the weapon or shield is made. Additionally, I can apply weapon special property.
It's a 1d3.
1d3.
It's a 1d3 at level 1. Yeah.
Alright. But it does change my damage type.
Oh,
Critical
that close.
hit effect. Or information beyond
So it changes your damage type to fire.
yeah.
Beautiful. So yeah, roll d3.
1.
1. Okay, but it's 8 fire damage. Beautiful. Part of the bark burns away. And that was good fucking round, y'all. Well, good turn, I should say.
Is it still standing?
Still standing. The round was mediocre at best.
Okay. In that case,
last round, I should say.
My move action I'm gonna spend to designate I will figure this out.
Sure thing.
I don't want to say it wrong because I keep wanting to say Kasumi, but I know it's Kanave. Yeah.
Kanave, yeah. Kanave.
Kanave.
Yeah.
Kanave. I'm going to designate Kanave as my
ward.
my ward, my entropic ward.
Beautiful. Excellent.
And how do our combat maneuvers part of?
What are you trying to do exactly?
It's in place of your attack roll.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Or your attack action.
So I don't know. I have an improved combat maneuver.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, I'll hold off on that. That's why I was asking if they had any items on them. I can sunder.
Oh, fun. No, they're not currently wearing or like armor or like any sort of weapons that
Yeah,
that
so that's
Sunder would be
useless
useful
right
for.
now.
Yeah, currently. Unfortunately. Later, maybe.
Okay.
One of these creatures is going to attempt to climb into the place. It's being attacked from there. It knows that that way is where things are. Um, and I'm gonna say that's a fail. That rolled bad. Um, Beautiful. After that, it is the missing that is fighting you, Shay, and it's going to attempt to take a swing at you. Well, that was a 19. That became 15.
That is my kinetic armor class.
Okay, you take damage.
Cool.
Oh boy, you take maximum damage.
Which is
Uh, where is you take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus. I get
Yeah.
my entropic strike back. My entropic point back, and my AC goes
Yes,
back
you do.
up.
Woo!
It goes back up. It smashes you. They're strong. They're hardy. They're hardy little boys and girls, or
All right.
non-binary folk.
How much was it? 7? 6?
6.
6? Jeez, one more hit like that, I'm down.
Remember to take away your stamina first.
Stamina. Where is stamina?
Next to your health.
Next to your health. You have 13 stamina points and 20 hit points.
Oh, never mind. I'm fine.
Yeah,
You are
you're
absolutely fine.
Wow. Oh, I have 14 total between stamina and hit points combined.
That's why they're
She's
the
the-
tank.
She's the tank. Yeah.
She is the
Vanguard.
fucking
Vanguard
tank.
are Constitution
I
based
can't.
class.
I
They're
can't wait till my
Constitution-based.
boosters are giving her like +8 AC. It's gonna be
Yeah, she's
stupid.
gonna be. Again, I will
I'm
never
worried.
kill Shay. Not because I don't want to, but because it's impossible.
And also, the damage resistance goes up for my thing, so Shay will just become unstoppable at some point.
Yeah. Shay is
Legendary.
just God now. So she's a god from here on out. The one furthest away gets closer and cannot attack yet, but next round it will be able to. Aha!
Yaha.
Glint, it is your turn. You're on the other side of these things. The ones are starting to close in. One of them looking at you, bud.
Alright, this kind of it, I would recommend keeping your distance.
Very well, good sir.
And I'm going to take a shot at the one that's approaching us.
You're a little Victorian there.
I feel like he says that like immediately after I get like slugged in the face and
Exactly.
Kanave's just like,
Ah.
Zombie Falcon punches her, and she's like, "I'm well aware."
He's providing helpful advice.
yeah, you are.
And,
you're doing it beautifully.
I would like to continue my kind of, well, that didn't work.
Nope, unfortunately.
No matter-
Let's see if you attack. Let's see if you hit.
I mean, I can still get to attack, which is nice.
You do get to attack. You just fail. You don't get that.
22.
Yeah,
Oh
of
my
course,
God.
of course. You always make your stealth checks. You never make your attacks.
22
7
to hit.
damage. Do you want to attack the one that's there's 2 of them that are current. What? Bleh. Do you want to attack the one that's trying to get into the room, or the one that's trying to attack Ejisu?
You said there was one kind of like shambling towards Kanave and myself.
Yes, there's one going towards you. Did you bring Kanave with you?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to like move her away so she wasn't in the boxed-in room.
Sure. Yeah. I'll say you could have easily done that.
Yeah, that was kind of my whole
yeah,
point, like
there's-
circling around her, keeping myself between the zombies and her the entire
Beautiful.
time.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. That is fine. You do. You said 7 damage. You said.
Yes.
Beautiful. You shoot this thing, a spray of like dried, necrotic blood and like wood, kind of shoot out the back, and it keeps moving. It's not fun, but you shot it. Anything else you want to do?
I don't think I have anything else right now.
Fair enough. That's absolutely fine. You have a whole lot of cool shit you can do yet. That is the end. Kasumi, it is your turn. You've built your barricade. Your thing has shot one of these things. What is your go? What is you doing?
Was that to me? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Bot is going to go first. Get him, buddy.
It's looking at you, kid.
Buddy. I closed his sheet. Alright. You.
Tactical welding activate.
Well, you weld all over that thing's fucking face.
Yep. Welds it hard.
Yeah. I assume the one that you shot before?
Mm-hmm. Gonna finish it
Excellent. And you do. You fire it. The wood part of its body begins to burn as it falls. Yeah, it just you hit it, and then it just kind of like. Ever had like a piece of wood, like ever seen something like a wood burst into flames? Like it just kind of goes, woof. It does that. It's superheated plasma. This thing bursts into flames, and it's terrible smell. Like it's again half dead body. So that one is officially dead. Congratulations, you got the first kill.
Woo.
Yes.
And then I will take a shot with my pistol at the second one.
Azimuth laser pistol.
Tap back to the weapons, to the attacks. Pew! Hey, there it is, 18.
18. Do you attack the one attacking the new person, Ijisu, or do you
No,
attack
there were two coming towards us. Did that change?
There were two that were there, and then one of them switched targets.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna do the one that's attacking Ijisu.
Cool.
I don't know that she's an invincible badass.
You don't know that. That does damage. That thing is looking fucked up. One in the back has not yet been. Ooh, what was that? One in the back has not been hit yet. However, you guys are in the clean house a little bit. The one that was stalking Glint is going to continue to stalk Glint and get closer and to try to swipe at him. That is a 20 altogether.
Ow.
AAC. Yeah, just a hit, not damage.
16.
16. Yeah, okay.
If it was 20, I'd be down.
Yeah, it's 4 bludgeoning damage as the thing slams into your body.
Alright, so that leaves me with 3 stamina points.
It does. Shots. Everybody.
Yeehaw.
Shots.
Just spike a grenade like a football.
Let's see. So the other one that's closest to us is about 15 feet away, right?
The closest one to you is it's on the other side of that little wall. There's one. It got closer. It's probably around. I'll say it's moved off a bit to the side, so it's about 10 feet from you. And another one is probably about 10 feet as well, moving towards you or your group.
We'll take a shot at it.
The closest one, furthest one, there's 3 of them up. There's one attacking Glint, one attacking Ijitsu, and one that hasn't been hit and is approaching. Ijitsu, sorry, not Ijitsu.
Yeah, the one that's closest to us, because I have no idea if we help them, they're gonna help us, and all we have is like 4 cardboard boxes from Amazon protecting us. So.
You have a metal desk that has been like reinforced with some other metal part. It's fine.
Which one of those other 2 looks the most beat up?
The one the one attacking Ajitsu is really fucked up.
You just for the android and the space self, you just see this little hamster pop up from the boxes and shoot at the one attacking Ijit.
Base hamster.
I assume he does a yeah.
You see like cha-cha!
You pop up, you fire, you inject it with something bad. and like you see as like it's like humans. You get like the temple, and like it's human eye like pops up and like explodes and just starts like shaking, like falls to the ground, dead. It looked like 2 hit points left.
You see this like from like all the way at the back where he is just hell yeah, I got one.
Fuck you, buddy. Ijisu, the thing in front of you, its eye exploded. Kind of covered you in a bit of goop, but you're fine. You're wearing a helmet. You're fine.
That's fine. I'm gonna nudge this one out of the way, and there's 2 left.
There's 2 left. One has been hurt and hasn't engaged anyone quite yet. One is engaging Glint, and Sucker punched him in the face.
Okay. I would like to. If I take a full action with the attacks, can one of them be a maneuver, combat maneuver?
If you want to take the -4 to both of them, sure.
Okay, that's how that works.
Yeah.
And if something is prone, do I get advantage? Like, do I get a bonus or something?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage. I'll fucking bring over some D&D 5th edition over here.
I don't know how trip works. It just says that they go down.
Yeah, you get prone if you're in melee. I'll fucking use some 5th edition rules. Let's fucking get this.
I think there is actually a thing for
Probably, but
They whatever is prone takes a -4 to their melee action rolls, and they gain a +4 AC to range, but take -4 AC to melee.
there we go. There, boom.
Oh well, everybody else is ranged, so that'll kind of.
Yep. I would get into the habit of having the SRD open. Huh?
I do. I'm reading through it.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep. It's up to you. Do you want to trip him, and then punch him? You could. It's entirely up to you.
We can just JoJo stomp him when he's on the ground.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, guys, fucking hurt this thing. It's not good. There's no moral. This is a morally good thing you're doing.
If I do a bull rush, am I able to push both of them back in a way?
Only one.
Only one.
From where you are, the one is over here. One's kind of over here, so you can't like run a straight line and get both.
Other.
Yeah, you have to pick one or the other to bull rush.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll trip the one that's right in front of me, since the other one's still going to be up.
Yeah.
And then
You have to move a bit further up. It's not directly in front of you. That one is dead, so you have to move up but you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then the second will be just jabbing the knife down on him if.
Sure, yeah. You do get a -4 to this.
Those are with the -4s.
Yeah.
And they suck, which well, the second one's a crit.
Second one is a crit. So that does hit. That hits. First one, you do attack, try to trip it. You do not. And you're just like fuck it, and you just drive this knife into this thing. And
damage,
unfortunately, you rolled 1 on both the dice.
Yes, I did.
But that's 8 damage. That's not a bad amount of damage. You stab this thing in its weird wood chest. This one's like its head's less wood. It's sort of like more of its chest area is woody. And you run up this thing. You stab it. It's going to attack you. It's its turn. Unless you want anything else you want to do.
Nope. I want these things
Cool.
to attack me.
Do you want to do an Entropical Strike, or do you not want to do an Entropical Strike? Since you're just playing.
I want to keep my AC this
Okay,
time.
you want to save it?
learned-
Okay, fair
learned
enough.
my lesson.
Well, you didn't need it. You're good, because that was a 14. It tries to swing at you. It does hit you, but it doesn't do any damage. Glint, you're back up. One is it's 5 feet from you. If you fire, also it'll take a minus. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like. Is there a thing for like shifting weapons, or can I just do that?
Yeah. If you drop this weapon and then pull a different weapon, so you don't sheath it, I'll let you do that. So you have to pick it up later.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the semi-automatic
Sure.
and grab my survival knife
You drop a loaded gun, draw your knife.
Listen,
Safety, folks.
If I can't get a shot off,
I know, it's just
I mean, it's probably safer to, be able to fight this thing properly.
sure.
You
Just,
see,
yeah,
you drop the gun and accidentally fires, kills the.
yeah, it kills the woman. Just like, oh shit, no, it's fine. It is, you don't fire. It's
the
a future
They
gun.
have,
It's safer.
They have better.
Oh,
Yeah.
criticals give me another entropic point, so now I have 2.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
do you
nice.
want to have
Heck
used one
yeah.
then? I'll let you go back because you're still learning.
Sure, I'll spend it to make this thing to set this thing on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
So I probably didn't put that in my resume that I can set things on fire by touching them.
Probably not. Ooh.
A total of 10 fire damage.
Ugh. You fucked that thing up real bad. Glint, it's still your turn. You have a knife out. Drop the gun. Fighting a zombie.
Wait, that's a critical.
Oh, it is. You double. Yeah. You
Oh
double
my
all.
God.
You double all.
Total of 13 fire damage.
You stab the thing right in the brain, and it bursts into flames and drops.
Was that mine or
That was Shay.
That was Shay's.
no? Which zombie was it?
That was the one Shay's fighting. You're fighting a different one. You're fighting the
Okay.
last one.
Then I
That
just
comes out.
Yeah, I just do the bodyguard thing, back up and guard her.
Sure. She's over by Glint, so you can move up towards Glint to help.
Yeah.
That's a failure.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Now you roll an attack.
Oof.
That hits.
It does.
It does. These things have a kinetic AC of 12. Not hard to hit. It's just rolled bad.
We're level
How much
1.
damage
It's
you do?
fine.
Yeah, you level 1. You rolled a 5 damage.
5 slashing.
5 slashing damage. You cut this thing.
It is a
And-
tree, so maybe it's weak to slashing.
It is not weak to slashing. It is a tree.
Listen, axes.
I take out my
man.
axe and chop it down.
If you took an axe to this thing, I still wouldn't allow it to be
Fair.
slashing.
It takes a lot of attacks from an axe to chop down a tree, though.
Yep.
So this is why we need like Necromunda / Warhammer 40k like chain swords.
Those exist. You can get those.
I'll show this twig son.
Anyways, it is Kasumi's turn. And the combat is nearly over. I'm proud of you all.
Drone is going to fire on the nearest.
Yeah. There's only the one left. It does not have a lot of hit points left. I believe in you so hard right now.
Oh, well, at least somebody does. Max damage on it.
Max
Good job,
damage
buddy.
on it. Oh, ooh. It dies. You kill that thing.
It
real good.
dies.
It just fucking out like a fucking.
Oh, you done killed it real good.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, you fire this thing. It bursts into flames. Falls. There's the sort of acrid smell of burning flesh as the fire starts to die out. Kanave. Go on.
I just once I see that the threat's gone, the blade's probably like glowing like red or something, and then I'm just like shake it off, trying to cool
Yeah,
it.
it's like there's like that heat distortion around the knife. Kanave is vomiting in the sort of away from everyone, and kind of looks back and goes, I am
Delighted that you hired us.
It wasn't what I was going to say, but yes, I am a representative of Astral Extractions here to inspect the station. I ask that you accompany me to the commander or whoever is now in charge.
Oh, yeah, we don't really want to leave you out here. You seen those things? They're terrifying.
I hold up like a I don't know. I give her some I don't know, tissue or something to wipe the vomit away.
Sure, she takes it, doesn't wipe the vomit away. She's like not sure if she's still going to vomit. After like a second, she's like, okay, I think I'm okay, and like wipes her mouth, and it's like not looking at. She's just kind of like not looking at the body. She says, "I would like to go somewhere safe. Very
I'm
much,
going
please."
to grab my gun before we start moving.
Yeah, you grab your gun. I'll say in combat you have to spend like an action to grab it again. That's the trade-off of being able to pull another weapon. You grab it, you're a trained and like competent android, so you would grab your gun. It's fine. I'm not gonna punish you for that.
Oh, good.
You pick up your gun.
We done here?
I think we're done here.
I really hope so. We are.
And the little hamster will peek over the wall again and look at everybody.
Yeah. A little Yusoki. You know Yusokis. They're great. And communists.
Hey,
Not all
look-
of them,
look-
but some of them.
Oh man, check it out, Cass. That lady's got one of them 9,000 degree knives.
Oh, what? She could slap a chicken and cook it immediately.
That's definitely what this is.
You know, the science is still out on that because you'd have to stab it more with the knife than slap it, and then you cauterize a wound.
That's why you slap it, so you're not cauterizing the wound or damaging the integrity of the chicken. But if you slap it, it cooks the chicken. You know.
You'd have to have it against something because the force of the slap needed to cook it would be
No, it's
astronomical.
a thousand degrees. You don't have to hit it with force. Just the
Well,
knife.
This does not
but
seem
if the
like an
knife's-
appropriate conversation for the situation.
Yes. Also,
Well, I mean, if the knife's small, you're right. Anybody hurt?
As I imagine we started following them. Or are we
Yeah,
supposed
they're
to
having-
be here?
a full argument, and they very casually like open up like a panel and like everyone inside the tunnels, as they continue to argue about whether or not you just slap a chicken.
Yeah. I will
With
say,
a 1,000-degree knife. I need to really emphasize this. It's the thermal temperature of the knife that is doing the cooking, not necessarily the kinetic force put behind. Although I do not doubt her ability to provide the kinetic force necessary to also cook the chicken.
True, but the knife isn't big enough. You got surface area you got to worry about. You got thickness. You know, all the dimensions.
You'd have to be
Yeah.
taking all that into account if you were slapping it anyways.
Oh, that's true. Because you don't want to just like slap the top.
Okay.
All right,
Group crawls through the tunnels.
And Shots is like, look, I'm sorry. It gets very boring here sometimes, and sometimes you have weird conversations about 9,000 degree knives.
Can I borrow your 9,000-degree knife? I need to settle a bet.
I want to say like during that entire argument, Ijisu was mentally taking notes on cooking if she ever needed to.
Sure.
Just-
Yeah, great
just
way to
abuse my
fucking learn how to
combat
cook, he said.
abilities.
And then she feels a nudge from all the way down on the ground where Shots is like, we got like 10 chickens. I think we really do want to try this experiment out. So
Yeah, you know what? Bring me a chicken and I'll
I mean, I can bring you a protein block shaped into a chicken.
sure that too.
yeah,
Also,
they're never the same.
like even though like she's talking, her like the ears are up and she's still looking around doing her job.
Absolutely. Fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous. I love every
Yeah,
moment of that. Please. Everyone roll a stealth check to get back.
Oh right, still.
And as you roll stealth check, we will take a break. I do want to say one thing before we go. Very funny.
Damn.
There's, my
Wow.
guys, fucking the two bodyguards, professionals, fucking showing up. The locals,
Well, stand by.
The
I haven't rolled yet. Hold on.
You
the
think- you think-
out of towners coming in
you're so
here.
cool?
Get fucked at 25.
Haha, being the operative.
all of you think you're so cool because you actually put a single point into that skill. My
See?
20s without the bonus.
Oh fuck, you did, yeah. Anyways, but so very funny thing. Before we go on break, one of the reasons I fell in love with Starfinder, I love the system is there's a weapon that is literally a commercial failure. It's a special weapon that it's a knife that doubles as a lighter. You can light the blade on fire to like light campfire stuff like that. but in the text it was a commercial failure due to the difficulty it is to actually use the blade practically. It only times it uses fire is if you roll a natural 20. It doesn't double your dice. You just get like a d4 of fire damage.
You're just like, why is
It's
this
just like
lighting?
it's very hard to like activate the fuel and then light it on fire. So it was commercial failure. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about that. It made me think of that. One of the reasons I like Starfinder is these little like kind of funny little jokey things in the game. Anyways, quick break. I have to pee.
Alrighty. 5-minute break. All come back.
5-minute break.
shortly.
We'll come
See
back.
you soon.
And we'll figure out the party will meet properly. I'm Ghost Dog Felis. Bye-bye. Hello.
Hello.
I have ice cream.
Nice.
I know. I'm so happy.
Meh, 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 meh.
I'm gonna turn off my camera now. I was meeting an ice cream. This is weird.
Oh no, keep going.
Fuck off.
I can't believe Ren and Shay died.
Dun dun dun.
Hello.
No, there is no hell for you. Oh.
Not gonna lie, that kinda scared me.
That there is no hell for you?
You just kind of like the sound of you, like the tunk tunk sound. I was just like, fuck. I was looking at stuff.
Well, stop looking at stuff.
I will. Well, I'm looking at stuff. I can see things. I need to run a game.
You do?
Do you, though?
Yes.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah, that's fair. He makes a good point.
I did make a good point. I'm ready to go back live whenever you guys are.
We are ready, but 40-minute warning for time.
Yes. No. I don't think might end a little bit early.
You don't even think you'll make it that far? That's fine.
Yeah.
We did. We got a late start, so.
Well, it's more of like I don't want to start anything.
Yeah.
Big with only 40 minutes left.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome
Hello.
back. How was the group? How was people?
Mm-hmm.
People is.
I finished
People
my
is.
bag of candy.
I finished my ice cream.
I wish I had candy.
I wish I had candy. I have root beer, though.
Well, fucking
I mean, root beer's like candy, but drinkable.
It is drinkable candy.
it's triple candy. What was all your stuff? Yeah, fucking phenomenal. You're fine. I forgot. You rolled. I don't think any of you.
Rolled under 20, no.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah, you all rolled over 20s, or 20 or over. So you're fine. These things are dumb. These things are not very hard to avoid if you don't, have your robot set to shoot.
Buddy is set to stealth, and he's playing stealth music for us.
The one that does notice us, just gets casually nudged over into a broken hallway and falls to their death.
Drugs and kind of falls over. Yeah, you guys are clawing through these tunnels. You have to sort of make not a lot of noise and sort of avoid things. You have to leave them a little bit to get other places, back to a different tunnel. But eventually, you do crawl, sort of up into it's kind of like the kitchen of the little restaurant run by Velo, the big old Vesk creature, Vesk man.
Are there any chickens?
Excuse me?
Are there any chickens?
There are no chickens on the space station.
Okay.
It is a space station, and needs to stay pretty clean, or else
I told you. I already made this clear. You will get a protein block shaped as a chicken.
It's already pre-cooked, but
yeah, you can just eat protein blocks. They're just protein. They're not full of bacteria.
And they taste like chicken unmodified, so it's the next best thing.
Yeah. You exit into the kitchen in the back. People know you're there. You emerge with 3 new people. 2 of them look kind of dangerous. And one of them looks pretty razzled, pretty frazzled.
Don't worry, everyone. They are infected. I mean, they are not infected. Sorry.
There's definitely a little bit of kind of like a freeze up, and then everyone kind of relaxes. And was that a joke or a slip of the tongue? And if it's a joke, does your character often make jokes?
My character makes jokes quite often.
Okay, yeah, they all sort of they're not feeling it.
You killed Bob. It's not funny. It's kind of funny.
Bob had it coming and he owed me 10 credits. Y'all know it.
Yep, see?
Also, yeah, did you guys search the bodies? I'll let you the scene was sort of leaving. Do you guys want to search the corpses of the creatures, or do you?
We'll take Bob's gun.
Beautiful. Yeah, you take a gun. It is just a semi-auto tactical pistol. And there wasn't a lot on them. I'll say also on Bob, there was a credit stick that had about 50 credits on it.
I toss it to shots. There you go. Think he paid you back now.
Oh hell yeah! I can get more med kits with this.
Beautiful. Yeah. Kanave sort of says, I am a representative of the of Astral Extraction. Sorry. And I need to speak with whoever is in charge of the station. And Velo sort of speaks up and goes, that would technically either be Jackson or the security chief, if security chief is alive, which I don't know if he is.
I mean, whoever's calling the shots is probably the one you should say is in charge. You know.
I don't think he is.
She says, I need to, like, literally who has ever, like, there is a chain of command and a sort of line of succession. I need to speak whoever literally has the highest rank, or sort of highest position within the company, on this station, whoever's in charge of calling the shots.
I nominate Shots because his name is Shots, and so he should call them.
That is okay. I need to speak with who is ordained by the company in charge because legally I have to.
Shots, do we have anybody like that?
I mean, he'll point up to be like, I mean, he was like 15th in the chain, and now he's the head of it.
He was the assistant vice president of marketing and something or other assistant.
Okay,
What
that's
did
not
you used to do, me?
To the department chief. Of,
Executive janitor, right?
Vila goes, I own this restaurant. You crawled out of tunnel.
yeah. See, there you go. He is the next in line as a restaurateur.
She is a little exasperated and goes, all right.
Who was this Jackson that was mentioned?
Security chief, right? Shots.
No, Jackson was a low-ranking communications officer in the command nest.
He was a guy. He was a guy that was all talk and no real action.
Was he the guy? Was he the guy that was wearing the security uniform?
No. Jackson is alive. You spoke with him. He's been sort of helping people out. He's been to be able to observe the station from the command nest. He's still alive.
Oh.
He's the one who's on the radio earlier.
Well, then you want to talk to Jackson. He's the one who's been calling all the shots. He's on the radio right now.
He called me yesterday.
Yeah. And then Velo had mentioned it's either Jackson or the security chief, and no one knows the security chief is dead. His name is Tully, a security chief, and you haven't been able to find him.
Was that when we were checking the bodies? Did he have like?
No, that was just a low. That was Bob. That was Robert.
Okay.
And Robert owed some money.
His name was Rob Paulson.
Okay.
And put that like 20-year-old reference out there.
Okay, so,
Now you have to do the voice when we find him.
you can bring her over to the radio that you've been communicating with Jackson with, and she sits down and says, is this communications officer Jackson? And you hear him go, yeah, who is this? And they begin to speak. I will not have you sit through me use my two very similar accents back and forth. That is boring. Don't want to do that to you guys. And so, yeah, they begin to talk, and sort of Jackson starts to give her as much information as he can about the situation. Just explaining like some weird shit was happening, stuff like that. If anyone wants to listen in, and try to catch the vibe of what's going on, you can roll a perception check, and if you see the perception check, you can roll a sense motive to see if you can figure out what they're thinking if you want. Oh fuck! Okay. Wow. Okay. I will say that Glint and Kasumi, you guys get the best sort of. You're able to listen to the majority of the conversation. Shots and Ijisu, not so much. Lots going on. Shots, you're sort of kind of grabbed and pulled away to like do. You're a doctor. You're doing doctor stuff. And Ijisu, people are sort of kind of like asking you like, oh, what about the ship? Like, you guys came in a ship. Can we leave in the ship? Trying to figure out what's going on with that. Yeah, and I will have not Sage, Glint and Kasumi to roll sense motives as well. That's our android.
That's our android. And
That's our android.
They are hungry.
Also good at that. It's a 13.
You're not.
It's not Buddy.
Okay.
It's actually Kasumi doing that one. I just
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean,
it has a name on the bottom.
Yeah, no, I keep tabbing between them, so just wanted to make sure it was clear.
it's not 3.
It's not a 3. It's a 13.
It's a
10
3.
better than a 3.
Yeah, I was like, it's a 3 with a 10 in front of it.
Yeah. You listening in. You've had your suspicions a little bit about Jackson's situation. He's always been like, "Hey, I'm fine. Don't worry about me." He sounds
Infected.
not infected. Every time you sort of contacted him, he's been sounding kind of talking a little bit less, talking a little bit slower as well. Lately, that's what you can tell. And for the lady, she's just scared. That's what you can tell. She's just like, kind of like, I am here to do a job, and I'm going to focus on that so I don't freak out. So that's what you get from this conversation. So you guys are in a bit of a safe zone. There is food and beds here. A little just a thing about healing for taking long rests. While you guys are in quote unquote the field, so this we count as in the field if you're you're in danger of threats. We're going to use the proper healing system, which is you heal amount of hit points equal to your total level, so 1 per long rest.
Yes.
Yeah. So healing, equipment, medicine from your buddy Shot's going to be very important when you're out in the field or in the dungeon or wherever. If you're, say, in a safe place that you have time to like give a proper rest in, and like maybe even go see like a doctor at a doctor's office, or have access to a med lab sort of thing, and you have time to properly heal, long rest will heal your entire hit points. But right now, you only get 1 hit point per long rest. You do recover all your stamina, though. So, that's a plus.
Can you all believe this disrespect here?
You're in danger, so I'm not gonna fucking give you fucking shit. You don't have access to a proper lab right now. It's all your equipment is being used to heal other people.
You're being
Oh
used
sure,
as a
oh
force
sure.
of good.
When some heroic person uses illegal medicine, quote unquote, and dangerous procedures, he's a hero. I do it. I'm an asshole.
I lose my medical license. Upstairs medical
Oh shit!
college.
We still need one of those.
Yes, you very much do. Well, technically, you are outside of like the official jurisdiction of the pack, so it's up in the air. Honestly, it's corporate law now.
Don't worry, I went to theoretical medical school and got my theoretical license.
My quote-unquote medical license.
Yeah, quote-unquote medical. It's just like medical. Like, it's just a drawing of him with medical spelled wrong on it. Anyways,
Medical, I'll cure you of life.
Glint is going to approach Kanave.
Sure. Absolutely.
Miss Kanave, I would like to know what is our next move.
Well, That's an issue because the ship we came in doesn't have drift capabilities.
Oh, so we're stuck here.
We have a ship. I have no idea.
Does the ship have capability of contacting?
Not. It probably has more luck than this place does. Its long range communication is not as powerful as the stations would be, but we could definitely contact our pilot and tell him to start sending out an SOS.
Is it possible to repair the station's communication?
Jackson speaks up and says, we could. I could use help up here to repair sort of the systems, sort of directly. So there was some damage up in the top here. But we're in lockdown, and there is sort of a security protocol to keep sort of chain of command safe. And so I can't leave this room, and you can't get in when the lockdown's activated, and I don't have the clearance to get rid of that because, yeah. There is a way we can do it. We could do a manual bypass. It's sort of an emergency in case sort of scenario like this happens. To do that, you'll have to go to the engineering levels, down sort of the guts of the station, and sort of manually override. There's the mainframe, like the main computers there. If you get down there, you could theoretically undo the lockdown and get up here, and you could do some proper work on the communications. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, so that explains to you that the way to get proper communications is to undo the lockdown and get up to the command station. Or the nest.
Just a small task of doing all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What lies between here and both those places?
Well, a lot of the disappearances started in engineering. Sort of when people started going missing first, try to find them, and then we did. And we haven't been. All systems were damaged during the solar storm, and the cameras down there aren't working, so I can't really tell you it's down there. But from what I can tell, there is a large mass down there that's not supposed to be there. But what's between you and it is actually the question you asked. Sorry, sort of been cooped up here for a while.
Are those bonsai people?
I don't know. They are made of wood and people. They.
Which sounds hilarious when it's coming from 2 feet off the ground instead of your level. It's a parasitic infection.
Yeah.
Which, judging by the giant mass of shit that we try to avoid like the plague, pun intended, kinda, that's most likely where it's coming from. I assume some kind of, spore infection. You know how, with fungus and stuff?
I said aliens, personally. Mm-hmm. But that's a little derivative.
Yeah. You do have to use antifungals to treat this infection.
It's usually for treatment before it takes root. And he's oh, poor Bob. Before it takes
Bob, rest his soul.
Before it takes
he kisses the cred stick and puts it away.
He's like, I'll never forget you. You still owe me 10 more, but that's fine. Yeah, early treatment, if you get an infection, I can easily do it. And he taps a little, it looks like a badge on his chest, but it's his little custom microlab. He's like, with a combination of anti-parasitic and like antifungal stuff, you can get rid of it real easy. It's why nobody else that's in here right now is half tree, half dead.
Real easy is a relative term, to be fair.
I mean, he's gonna say it's real easy because
yeah.
he's a 2 foot tall little shit. So
How contagious is it?
Thank you for the
Highly.
information.
Yeah,
highly, like Kasumi said, how very, very contagious.
And how long before there are signs that someone is infected?
Not super long, but usually if you get it in the first couple hours, you'll. I think the biggest things we've noticed is bark, like stuff on the skin.
Yeah, and you do be careful because their bark is worse than their bite.
I check my
Most
skin.
of their teeth fall out, so they can't do the chomping. Oh, poor Bob.
Oh, poor Bob, rest his soul.
Shay, you're saying you're checking your body for bark, I assume?
Yeah.
The microlab that you do tests? What's the microlab? This is the microlab that you do tests. That's just the question I have.
Yes.
Do you want to check everyone's blood to make sure no one's infected?
Yeah, I recommend.
Yeah, as soon as she
checking
asks
us.
that, he just immediately takes it off and starts scanning her first.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll a medicine check.
There's the giant blurb of what it can do.
21.
23.
Excellent. 20. That's right. Theme bonus, insight bonus. 23. Scanning. Everyone did not seem to be infected. Direct contact with the infected does not seem like touching them isn't enough to pass the infection. There was those vines that you saw earlier. Contact with those does spread the infection. Those vines that went and grabbed the bodies and pulled them away.
They'll tell them about like the various foliage that if the bodies aren't burned, the vegetation reclaims the bodies basically.
Yeah. Is anyone trained in mysticism?
Nope.
No, but there was some class thing that I can replace mysticism with something else. If it's about like, oh no, that's if I'm making my my medicines. That's all right.
No, but I do get a class thing where I get a.
It's for
plus
traps.
Where a 2 bonus to identify items.
That isn't it traps and like security systems stuff like that as well? For your guard theme.
Yes.
Okay.
Theme card.
That's just yeah.
Yeah,
I just remembered that, so doesn't really fit here.
I get. Wait, no. I reduce the DC for engineering checks
That's
to
it.
identify technology and mysticism
Oh.
checks.
Yeah, that's my
Identify-
reduce the
Yeah,
To
reduce the
identify
DC
magic
of.
items by 5.
Yeah. And Ark, are you trained in mysticism? You're not a magic crew. To be fair,
No.
none of you are magical. You're all
It
techie.
is like the one,
I'm
like
not.
the one of 4
Jay's
skills I'm
not
not trained in.
At least I
I'm
can
weird.
I can reduce the DC of any life science or mysticism check to recall knowledge about a disease or poison.
What's the minus for that?
It's a -5 to the DC.
-5 to the DC. Yeah, so in Starfinder you can't get a score over 10 for untrained skills. So that DC does not lower it enough for you to be familiar with what this is called by people who know about it, if anyone does.
We just call it the Bach.
Yeah.
Debacle.
Yeah, you guys have some time in the little safe zone to talk to the locals, try to figure out what's going on. to rest up, to eat food. There's a little bit of equipment. There's like some ammunition. There's recharging stations for batteries and suits, stuff like that. So you can do that. And I will tell you, Jackson will let you know that the ways to the engineering station, there's two ways to do it. You can go through the building, which is dangerous and has full of zombies, or you could go outside and do a spacewalk, which has its own threats and dangers. Less enemies, but like you let go and
Things happen.
You keep going a direction forever, or get trapped in the planet's gravity well, which you are orbiting, which isn't good either.
You'd probably die of starvation before you reach the gravity and got crushed to a singularity.
Well, it's a planet, so you probably burn up in the no atmosphere. It isn't. Yeah, you would just die. You just hit the ground real hard and just like shatter. Or you would just drift off eternally into space.
All according to plan.
I could survive, you're saying.
Nope. Well, if you drift off into space,
like if I drift off into space, maybe someone will find me.
Maybe
Maybe the plant
Nice.
fungus thing will get stuck to your body, and then it will start to grow intelligent life where you play God for a while because you have nothing else to do.
Is it a Futurama reference?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
We were doing well until everybody died.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a risk because you could fall off. Also, this is not only space; it's a magical space. There are things in space, guys. So,
Space whale.
Well, that's what space whales are more like little creatures.
Goblins.
Yeah, literally space goblins. They're everywhere. They're somehow
they're absolutely
places.
they're terrifying, but they got the big boobas, so it's fine.
These ones, whatever.
If they're just Pathfinder goblins in space, they're terrible. They're little disgusting monsters.
They are
like,
the Pathfinder goblins.
that hate dogs.
I hate dogs. No. Again, this is not Pathfinder.
This is true.
I just used the stat.
So what you're saying is
dogs.
they do have the big boobas.
What I'm saying is that there's a chance.
Oh no, they're just completely like ugly snaggletooth monsters with like double D's.
Like the boobas.
That's how they float in space.
Oh God.
We're
mature.
That's how space works.
It's their air
just
sac
float.
for
You
floating.
they're float sacks.
That's how
works.
space works too.
That's
You
how
need an
space
air.
Yeah.
You don't need an air.
They're float sacks.
You just float naturally in space.
Yep.
It's
How
the
do we get-
biggest.
You float,
How are we
you
putting
float
these?
with
How are we
boobas.
putting these
Science.
monsters down? Just shots like pulls out the little micro lab scans them. Aim for the booba. It's the only way.
Even for their float sacks.
shoot them down by the air sacs.
It's just they go flying like a balloon.
You just shoot
lost the
one.
plot.
You just shoot one and it just like flying through the
We got weird. The
They
second
got-
part of this episode got
Just
weird.
Derailed
Yeah.
so hard.
The shots is just talking about how you got to shoot a goblin in the tip to
Goblin
make sure
in
you
the
kill
tip.
it. It's not true, but he's talking about it. Oh, we broke Shay.
Yeah, she's done.
Anyway, so you guys can make Shay cry first episode.
First episode.
I did it. It's my turn.
You did it. You did it.
Oh,
Like,
I think
does it kill the space goblin? No, but it makes a funny sound when they're flying all over the room.
So I think I'm gonna dip out of the campaign, guys.
He came here for seriousness, not boobas.
that is
You
not
can't
true.
leave. We can put Space Booba on the robot, and you can float. It's great. They all float down here.
I
Worst
think
part is
it's
I don't know if he's
also the
talking to-
accent.
Worst part is I don't know if he's talking about me or Buddy.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Let's find out.
So,
you're
how you
welcome.
thought episode 1 would go.
You're welcome, Stephen King, for making a better Pennywise. They all friggin' float down here. Let me tell you what. You gotta go for the boo-boo. It's the only way.
I think we've lost the campaign.
Yeah, I think we've lost the thread. You guys. Yeah, I will think about. You guys want to go through it? You guys want to try to go around it on the spacewalk and get into a different way?
What has the crew usually been doing more? Attempting spacewalks or trying to slowly make their way through it?
The big risk right now has been trying to find supplies and survivors, so not a lot of spacewalks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, you fucking broke Shay.
Yeah.
So
Because of goblin boobas.
so you've been sneaking through like tunnels and like air ducts trying to find people and supplies. I will say also another thing. The armory has not been breached. You've not been able to get into the armory. Yeah.
Still looting.
So yeah. You also go looting before. You don't have to go directly to engineering. Again, you have air, you have water, you have food. People do need weapons, do need ammunition. People just sort of got whatever they could, and got them down here. So yeah.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that nobody here but us could actually manage these tasks.
Yeah. Turns out that you guys are the most qualified.
We're doomed.
I'm going to. I'll go
You
to
can.
Miss Canave.
Sure, you go to Arcana, but you don't have.
Miss-
Okay, let's
Miss
keep
Canavy.
talking again, apparently.
We should probably we should probably get you back to the ship where it's safer.
You don't have. We can do this next week.
So we should do
I mean, we could go for the spacewalk, and also, it'd help get her back to the ship with an escort, and then we just finish the walk.
She looks at you all and says, "I am not going back out to that fucking vacuum nightmare. I am staying right here."
Look, I understand. Space goblins are terrifying.
It's definitely safer here, I can assure you.
Yeah. I can't die if my clothes rip in this room. I can do that outside. I'm staying here.
I mean, you're right. Clothes ripping is probably the least of your worries here.
Or
If
is
those
it?
things get... noting that for later. Anyways, but no, I more meant, because of the whole zombies and, the last bastion of people who, are hoping they don't die horrible deaths. But, yeah, it is definitely safer than the sweet release of instant death in the vacuum of space. But, slow, painful death is a much better alternative.
Actually, Cass, we haven't ever tested to see if you die when you go out in space as a space zombie.
Okay, so let's find some space goblins and do science.
We gotta get them infected first.
Goblins are like people. They're
Are they
full
though?
people. Yes, legally, yes. Under the charter,
Legally?
they're legally people.
Look,
They
we're in the Wild West of space, though. Like,
Who-
out here, they're just
Wait,
giant
no,
Boopa.
hold on. Let's put a pin in there. Who was out campaigning for goblin rights out here in space? Have you seen a goblin?
Probably
I
the
have
goblins.
the goblins. I'm not going to say that. The goblins were rather voraciously, honestly.
Well, of course they were voracious about it. They probably ate a dog on the way here. Oh!
What is your thing with goblins? It feels like a theme with you.
They think we're small dogs. That's all I gotta say about
I
that.
have met many Yosoki and many goblins, and they do not. I think you just met a shitty goblin.
Well, no, you met a lot of them, and probably didn't meet them like 3 minutes later when they're shooting at each other.
I think you met some shitty goblins. I think.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. The only goblins I have met are shitty, so I'm probably super biased on this a little bit.
Quick flashback to like shots on like a spaceship like being attacked by goblin pirates, just being like these fucking assholes.
I'll show all of you. I'll never forget. Aim for the booba.
All right, I think I
Sent you out the airlock.
It's time.
It's gonna be a weird situation when that SOS draws the pirate goblins back.
They just show up and see shots like, oh fuck, not him.
Oh god, I think
Turn it around. We're out of here. That guy's a dick.
I'm sorry, I'm trying.
Okay, no, I think we're done.
Yeah.
I think we
Honestly.
tried our best to go back on the rails. Ark, I appreciate that. You did your best.
I tried.
We failed miserably.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Be sorry.
Anyway,
It's alright, we've got it all out so that next game there won't be any worry about that. Unless Felix throws fucking goblins at us, and then it's just good. Well, I'm gonna look like the asshole.
He might do it
Again,
just to spite you.
I'm just
now.
going to tell you, these aren't Pathfinder goblins, so
That's fine. These goblins could be assholes too.
yeah, they're also goblin assholes, but
You know,
goblins
it
are
turns out-
considered a
It
sentient
turns
people.
out all races have assholes.
Yeah, it turns out
You know?
everyone can be an
Wait,
asshole.
hold,
Yeah,
hold
no.
on, hold on, hold on.
It also turns out a
All
ship full of
races
goblins.
have assholes.
I know what I said.
Well,
It also doesn't help when some
not in
2-foot
Bath
tall
Boys,
hamsters
that's right.
shooting syringes at them because they're not vaccinated at the
Do the Illithid
spaceport.
have assholes?
I don't think they'll do.
All right, before we determine that these goblins are anti-vaxxers too, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, it's fucking. Oh Christ, everyone!
All right, thank you
That
for
was
watching
fun.
first
was-
episode.
That was super fun. First episode.
It was really fun.
This
thank
was
you.
it. Into the Void. It was wonderful. Y'all were great. Remember to check for the boobas, and I'm gonna cut the stream before we go into any more.
Get vaccinated.
Get,
Bye
vac-
bye.
get vaccinated.
Get vaccinated.
Goblins are people too. # goblin rights.
Shot
And we'll
says
see
get
you.
vaccinated.
We'll see you all next time.
Shoot
Bye.
every goblin you see. They're all assholes.
Everybody wave, smile and wave.
Get vaccinated. Or
Especially
I'll
you, Frost. I
vaccinate
better